What is up, guys? My name is Iron Knight and welcome back to my channel. Now, I've never really been a big anime fan. I have watched some animes, but I've never really sit down and watched a complete anime series. But I decided to change that this year because I finally watched my first anime, that being Sailor Moon. And here are my thoughts. Before I get my review on, I just want to make one thing clear, that this is the review of Season 1. This is not about the whole series, I'm just talking about Season 1, so without further ado, let's do this. Now, Usagi Tsukino, I'm probably pronouncing that name wrong, or Serena for the dubbed version, is basically a high school girl. She's clumsy and crybaby, nothing too special. Her life changes when she meets a cat named Luna. Apparently, Luna was sent from the moon to awaken her and the other sailor soldiers to help her find the missing moon princess and retrieve the silver crystal from the Dark Kingdom. Queen Beryl, on the other hand, wants the silver crystal herself so she can rule over Earth and the other kingdoms. And that's pretty much the plot. Nothing too special, nothing too complicated, just a simple story. Now let's get into the review on what I liked about Sailor Moon and what I did not. Season 1. Hit the music, let's go. Alright, starting with animation. Now, of course, Sailor Moon is a shoujo style anime. I think it's a style or art style of an anime. But its animation is really smooth. I especially love the transformation sequence. All of their transformation sequences are really good. But my favorite definitely has to be Tuxedo Mask. Just watch. Now, for most of you, Tuxedo Mask's transformation may not be very cool or very appealing to you, but for me it was really interesting because we didn't get to see a transformation of him. The only time we got to see him transform was near the end of the season, which was really interesting, and I really liked the transformation. Now, of course, I showed you the dubbed version. The original subtitled version is a bit different, I think. I may be wrong about that, but my god, Tuxedo Mask is handsome. Handsome AF. But the other transformations in the series are pretty good. Sailor Moon's good, Sailor Mars is okay, Sailor Venus is okay, Sailor Mercury is okay. Most of their transformation sequence are pretty solid, and I really like the transformation sequence. But enough with the transformation, let's move on to number 2. Alright, number 2 is plot. Now, the plot of Sailor Moon isn't that special, I already told you. But I did enjoy the plot. I also enjoyed the mystery and everything. I also like the side quests or side stories that we had. Like, Naru's story was pretty good. Tuxedo Mask's story was, of course, small, but I did like it anyway. The other Sailor Soldiers also got their special episodes. Sailor Venus's was really good. Her origin episode was, of course, one of my favorite episodes of all time. Usagi, of course, was the main star of most of the episodes. But overall, really like the plot, and I think the plot was very well thought out. So, a big round of applause for the creator who wrote this. So, yeah, good job. Hands off to you. But overall, the plot was pretty solid, and I'm not going to talk too much about it, and that's pretty much it. I really like the plot. But, yeah. Alright, number 3. Number 3 is characters. Now, most of the characters in Sailor Moon have a really interesting tone, and all of them have a bit of backstory and character development. Usagi, of course, was starred in most of the episodes. Of course, she is the heroine of the story. The other characters also had some solid story as well. They had character development as well. Tuxedo Mask is a big example. We didn't know anything about him for most of the series, but we did get to know a lot about him as the season was coming to an end. The other Sailor Soldiers did get a little bit of spotlight. I think among them, the only one that didn't really get the most development is probably, I guess you could say, Ray, because she didn't really star in a lot of episodes, or sorry, Ruby. We didn't really, or Sailor Mars, for those who don't know. She didn't really get a lot of, like, attention like the other 4, but she still did get her own episodes. I think Season 2, she has her own episode, but we're not talking about Season 2 right here. But overall, the characters were really good. The villains were really nice. Like, Queen Beryl, really interesting character. Nephrodite, good character. Naru, even the side characters had a little bit of going for them. Yumina was, of course, a comedic character. Naru was really good. And overall, the characters were really well written, and I really liked them. So overall, all the characters were my favorite. My favorite backstory, if I had to, it was probably Sailor Venus. Her story just kind of made me sad. But overall, the stories were really good, and I think that every character did very well and was well written. Alright, coming in at number 4, we have music. Now, the music in this series is absolutely a masterpiece. I really enjoyed most of the music and soundtracks that were used. The transformation music was fit really well. The Moon Tiara action music is really fun and very energetic. Tuxedo Mask music is, of course, really mysterious, fits his character. Most of the music in the series is absolutely banger, like it legit makes you feel like you're in a 90s show, and it makes sense because the show was made in the 90s, I'm pretty sure. So overall, the music was pretty good. As for the music, I could definitely make a separate video on this if I wanted to, but I'm probably gonna give the music name on the screen. You can probably check out the music on YouTube. You can search Sailor Moon OST or official soundtrack. For those who don't know, the music is overall really good. There's a playlist which I listen to, and that's really good music. The music was really well done. So hats off to them. A little bit of clap to the people who made this music because it really fit, and whenever the music came was good. Moonlight Densetsu was also an absolutely banger of a theme song. Like legit, give it a listen. Like it's really good. The English version is not bad as well, but I just like the Japanese version. It just sounds cool. And but that's pretty much it. That's all I really have to say about music. And yeah, let's move on. Before we move on to number 5, I want you guys to listen to Tuxedo Mask theme song. It's a really good one, so I'm gonna play it right here, but hopefully this video doesn't get striked. Let's hope. At number 5, we have the ending. I really like the ending, and I think the ending was really interesting. I like the fact that they did not just have, the Sailor Soldiers beat them clean. I like that it was kind of built up. I like that the episodes kind of built up the ending. And the episode was really literally made me sit on the edge of my seat because I was literally shocked to see the ending. I'm not going to spoil it. You can definitely watch it, but the ending was unexpected. I'm just going to say that. Literally. And, we also saw the fight between Andimon, or Tuxedo Mask, or should I say Mamoru, and Sailor Moon. They fought each other, which is really cool. And the ending was really cool. I'm not going to spoil it, of course. It did spoil a little bit, so what do I know? But that's pretty much it for the review. Overall, the series was really good. I enjoyed watching every episode. There were some couple episodes that were just kind of meh, or kind of not as good as the other, but the final episodes of the series were banging, legit. The series was really fun, and I enjoyed every second of it. I love the series, and for my final rating, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. I love the series. I think it did really good, and I cannot wait to see what they have in store for me in Season 2, because I've only watched a couple of episodes, and it's already wild. Things are already going crazy already, but I'll definitely make a video on Season 2 as well, if you guys want to see that. And let me know in the comments below, what do you like most about Sailor Moon? And that is it for this video. If you watched to the end, I first of all like to thank you, because that means a lot to me. And finally, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you later, alligators.